Hey guys, I need to put this out so you know about it. The whole thing we've been doing with the Blitz for theme to HTML, well, yesterday morning we were able to prove out that we could do this for HTML. So pretty much any web page out there, including WordPress. Give us any web page and we can recode a variation of it that we can use to create pages on your server for anything you want and give you a portal to be able to access it so that you can create global variables, upload files, the way we've been doing, exactly with the idea that a file like this can be created for one or more companies, for all the different keyword combinations that you want and need. And if you want to do variations for anything, it's totally up to you. So all this idea of, website title, company name, phone, SMS, if this is going to all be for you, you don't need those columns at all. Don't create those global variables. Just create keywords, product, service, size, color, shape, program A, B, or C, whatever you want. And we'll make all the variations that you would like for cities and states for offering your products. So you can offer like 10% off shipping to residents in whatever metro area. We'll make that work in your site. It's we'll make the whole thing work so that your site can handle it. So here's the idea of how that would be. Okay, there will be an HTML portal. So for instance, okay, you'll have this portal you'll be able to log into, and that will allow you to like import variables from Excel, choose a file from your desktop and import it, and it'll create all the variables right from the Excel. It'll fill it into the portal. Okay, all these variables will be for your project, whatever you want. There'll be any combination of variables that you want, any number. There is no limit. Okay, those of you who understand how to use variables creatively, you can go very far. If you wanted to use different style sheets so that you could show different looking websites, you could take your style.css, make a variation, style1.css, style2.css. Guess what? That just became a new variable. And you can cycle between the hot color version of your site and the cold color version of your site just by doing that. Okay, now that gets a little more advanced, but for guys who just want to do variables on their pages and create a page for everything, like selling their product to every city out there, or their products or their services or whatever. And so once you get the global variables created, then you're going to import that file for the big global variables. You're going to export this to have it, and you're going to fill it out. So you export it so that you get all the right column headings, and then you just start pasting in all your variables in your columns. Close the file, import it here, just choose an import, and it'll import it and upload it. And when it's done, where's the arrow? Okay. Then you can hit submit the sitemap. Why? Because it'll automatically create sitemap.xml. It'll automatically create a sitemap.html. It'll automatically create robots.txt that links to the sitemap. And you just hit the button to submit the sitemaps. You can hit the button every day. Normally, don't bother to hit it unless you make a change. But every time you upload those files, it'll automatically submit the sitemaps for you. This is just for you to choose to hit at some point in case you feel there's a reason. Having said that, what's the point? Again, we can do it on any website. Okay, that's what's new. So we'll take any website and outfit it for $1,000. Okay, so here's how you would be able to get that. Log into PayPal to send the payment, or ask me for an invoice if you need to pay by credit card. Okay, if you do log into PayPal, make the payment to paypal@moji-crew.com, right? It's mass optimized web page generation crew. Something we've used for a long time. Make it for $995. And for the comment, you can say HTML Blitz. Sorry, silly alarm. You set a default real quick to pick up my kid from school. Okay. HTML Blitz, if you want that for T2H website, or I'm sorry, HTML website, which really means WordPress, HTML, Joomla, Weebly, Wix, anywhere you got a web page out there you want us to make this work on. Okay. Or if it's a theme to HTML version, you want the Blitz of something that already exists on theme to HTML. By the way, this is for anyone who ever bought Emoji Run from us. This is for anyone who ever got a WordPress website. This is for anyone who ever got a Wix website, Weebly, or Joomla. This is for anyone who got the landing page expansion projects, LPE. How would you like to refit the LPE to be able to run things up and change them and SEO them anytime you want? These are healthy, huge projects. We have to do them. They're hard. But for those of you who are interested, we can pull it off on yours. Okay, $9.95, we can convert anything you want. Okay, just send me an email referencing the payment of what you want it done for. Okay, now additional pages. Somebody would say, what if we have like a 5-page site, or like the one that we've been showing on Main Roofers, like a 10-page site, right? Additional pages, we also have to code them. But for any pages that you care to also code into that structure, it's $200 a page. So you might have a 2,000-page website, but you might only have like 5 or 7 or 10 main pages. So it's 1,000 for the first page, 200 each additional for the ones you care about actually converting for this sort of work, for the total variability. Most people just need it on one page. But if you wanted to do it on T to H, then it's automatically going to cover all the pages, all of them, right? Because the T to H Blitz is already based on the T to H coding, so your $995 will cover all the pages in theme to HTML that you have. Okay, this is only because it's HTML or WordPress or Joomla or Weebly or Wix. We have to manually code each individual page that you have to make that stack work together automatically. That way you can have all the pages you want, have all the variations you want, so they can work together in groups. And yep, you'll get the whole thing with the URLs that operate with subdomains. All of that will operate together. That's what you get. And you get the portal so that you can make changes anytime you want. You don't need us to do it. You don't need to pay us to do it. You can just go create all your own variables. You could pay some guy on Fiverr. You could pay somebody else on Upwork. It doesn't matter to us at all, whatever you want to do. All right. Hope you found that interesting.